You need to add additional income streams into your life. Hi guys, welcome back to another budget video. If you're new here, my name's Jess. Before we get into the video, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I'm really trying to hit some big goals for YouTube, not only this month, but this entire year. So if you would subscribe, then that would greatly help my channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So today's video is going to be 5 side hustles that you can do mostly from home to earn additional income. So if you watch Dave Ramsey at all, he tells you do whatever you can do to make more money. He always asks people how much money or how much debt are you in and how much money do you make, and he says you need to make more money. And you just have to find the time. You have to be creative and figure out what it is that works for you. So my husband and I are both teachers. We're sticking with our teaching jobs, but there are some things that we do in order to add additional income. So first thing is, and this is not included in the 5 side hustles that I'm gonna talk about, but the first thing is if you're a teacher, have a summer job. Find something to do to where you're going to make some sort of additional income. Now, we'll get into our 5 side hustles that I'm gonna talk about. Number 1, the easiest thing I can tell you to do to make additional income is look around your house and find things that you don't use and sell them. You can sell them at Plato's Closet, you can sell them on Facebook Marketplace, you can sell them on Poshmark, on eBay. Look around. If I haven't used it in 3 to 6 months, it's just been sitting there, that I probably don't need it. But if it's just something laying around, clothing laying around that you haven't used, sell it and you can make money here and there. It might be $5 here, $15 here, but it'll add up over time. The second thing that I'm going to share with you today is teaching English online. So this is actually something that I do. For the last couple of months, I kind of put it off just because I wasn't motivated and I didn't have that drive to really bring in extra income. But I have just restarted myself into this and opened up my availability. I teach English online through VIP Kid. There are other platforms that you can teach through. VIP Kid is what I've had experience with. So basically you need to have a bachelor's degree, doesn't matter what it's in, but then you need 1 year of experience with kids, so either like teaching or daycare or babysitting even. They will include babysitting as experience. You need to pass a background check, and then you need to be in the US or in Canada, and you need to speak English. So those are the general guidelines, and then you apply and you go through this hiring process. Once you've gotten through the hiring process, they basically set your rate depending on your experience. You can make between $7 and $10 per class that you teach, and classes are 25 minutes and then you get 5 minutes to add feedback. So basically you can make between $14 and $20 an hour, but that's the base rate. Now, on top of that, you can also make bonuses. So if you get to the class on time, and if you teach the entire time, you get a $1 bonus per class. And then there's something called short notice. Short notice means that you can open up your schedule. If a class hasn't been booked, you can open up a short notice, which means they can book your class. The students can book your class within 24 hours, and you get an extra $2 per class for that. Your pay could go all the way up to $23 an hour. All you really need for this is somewhere to have a classroom. So I have a little setup downstairs. There's a map behind me. It says my name, and then some props. So you can print out props. When you're teaching them, you're going to be using props to show them because they're learning English. And then you just need a secure internet connection. The only thing that is a little bit of a downside for this is the hours. So you are teaching students in China. So if you're in the Midwest where I am, the peak hours are somewhere between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. depending on the time of the year and daylight savings time. So it's pretty early. Right now my schedule is open every day at 5 and 5:30. So if you're willing to get up a little earlier than you normally would, you can knock out a couple classes and then go on with your regular day job. And you set your own schedule, so you can open up classes however you want, and you can close them if they haven't been booked. If they have been booked, you can cancel, but there's only a certain amount that you can cancel within a 6-month period, or else you get penalized. And the third thing that I'm going to mention, that is something I actually do as well, is create an Etsy shop. So depending on what you're good at, you can sell things on Etsy. So if you're really good at making budget spreadsheets, you can sell them on Etsy as a digital download. If you're really good at crocheting or knitting blankets or hats, you can sell them on Etsy. If you have a Cricut and you're really good at designing t-shirts, you can sell them on Etsy. You can really make it whatever you want to make it, and you can do that from the comfort of your own home. Something you can also do with things that you're selling on Etsy, if you have a local farmer's market, you can also take the things that you're selling on Etsy and sell them at your farmer's market as well. The fourth thing that you can do to make extra income is Uber. Now, I have never done Uber. I probably won't do Uber myself, but I do know that there are a lot of people that make pretty decent money, especially if you live in an area where there's a lot of maybe partying going on, or if there's a lot of traffic going on and people don't want to drive their own vehicles, or big weekends, New Year's Eve, July 4th, anything like that where people might be out partying and they don't want to drink and drive, they can call an Uber. This is editing Jess here, but something you can also do is when people are traveling, they need Uber. Anywhere close to an airport or close to somewhere where a lot of people are coming in and out for business trips, that's a great place to Uber as well. I do believe that you have to have a vehicle that is 10 years old or newer, and then a valid driver's license. I'm sure you have to pass a background check to be able to be an Uber, but you can set your own hours. Again, you do have to use your own vehicle, which is the downside. The fifth way that you can make extra income is by dog sitting, dog walking, boarding dogs in your house. There's an app called Rover that you can get. I think there are some other apps, but on Rover, you go in there and you put your profile in. You tell them if you have dogs or not. You can set it so that you can either stay at somebody else's house with their animals, or you will take animals in your own home, or if you're dog walking, you can set your hours of when you can dog walk, and so on and so forth. So you can open your availability to whenever you are available. So if you're a dog person and you don't mind having a couple extra dogs here and there, then this is a great opportunity for you. And I believe that the base rate, I think you can set your own rate as well, but I believe the base rate is $25 per day per dog. Now, those are my 5 side hustles, but I'm gonna give you 5 additional ones real fast that can also make you money. So number 1 is mystery shopping. Number 2 is freelance work. Next is babysitting. Next up is blogging. And last but not least is selling stock photos. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Of course, there are tons of ways to make additional income, but think about what you can do. If you want to stay at home, great, stay at home, find a way to make extra income. If you want to go out and find an additional side job, go out and find an additional side job. But if you're on your debt-free journey and you're trying to pay off all you can pay off and you're trying to save all you can save, then you need to add additional income streams into your life. This is something that I'm taking really seriously this year, and I really want to add as many sources of income as I can to be able to pay off my debt as fast as I can. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next video.